because Doom can't really pressure him until there's a rotation level 6. But Doom's one of the heroes, if not the best hero, who doesn't care if he's pressured, like always has that extra free gold. I don't know, I'm just not feeling the Shadowfiend pick.
So you're going TNC?
Yeah.
B-Cup?
I put all my points in chat on TNC.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to have to stick with that. I was 43,300 points.
That's steep.
It's a lot of points in chat.
Fnatic.
Lizard?
Yeah, Fnatic as well.
I'm going to go TNC. I think Shadowfiend, if you're final picking it, you must have something in mind. Lacoste and B-Cup, enjoy casting game number 1.
Thank you very much. I will enjoy casting, as this is the Southeast Asia El Clasico, as it's been known.
Wait, I didn't go TNC. I just said so many bad things about the Shadowfiend, praising the Doom, how he can recover. We better change that prediction.
You're going for Fnatic?
I'm going for Fnatic. I'm not feeling the Shadow Pink at all.
Production trying to get you.
They're putting the words in my mouth. I don't like that.
I could see it now.
Because I don't see it on screen. I don't see the team names. You know, I'm thinking about the heroes. They ask me if Fnatic. I'm like, yeah, just TNC, yeah. Because I need to see it in front of me. And now I sit down in my own PC, looking at the drafts. Maybe. Okay, production saying we changed. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, so that leaves me and Tsunami on TNC. The most analytical of the two, of the 5 of us, I would say.
Combined, yeah.
Yes. Well, maybe.
Well, you've proven, you know, to a lot of us that 2 of you are smarter than 3 of us.
4 legs better than 6, I guess. 2 brains better than 3. Armel, see how he does over mid.
Yeah. I guess the reason why they decided to put Dragonite on the safe lane is he doesn't care. He has this built-in region similar to, let's say, Anti-Mage when he's playing against the Darkseer, built-in magic resistance. And you don't care about the harassment too much. Clockwork starting with the Boots of Speed. So you need to be careful. If they get level 2 potentially faster, Boomy in a bit of a bad spot could potentially result in a kill. Armel not starting with any mangoes in the mid lane. Instead, just rushing that bottle straight away. Only used 1 raise so far. There's the second one.
Just throwing some harassment out at Moon. He hits level 2 first.
Yeah, so far so good on the mid lane. Shadowfiend definitely gonna free farm in this one. Armel, perfect CS, 8 out of 8. Does not get better than this. Bottom lane. Back. They got the level 2.
And they have double Ion Shell on top of him, but Japs is taking a lot of damage. Can't really commit to just running in like that. I'm interested to see how this Shadowfiend comes out. Cause this is the first Shadowfiend pick of the region, right? I want to say we haven't.
I don't recall seeing another
all.
Shadowfiend. We've seen some in China that we're covering. Most of the time was either White Album or Ori picking it. And Ori lately has been playing the right-click Shadowfiend instead of going for that Yules.
Yeah, there was like a split second in time where I was seeing a lot of like Yule's Arcane Blink.
Yeah, this is very popular. It's more of a pot type of a build. But with the addition of Satanic and stuff, this is something that Shadowfiend really benefits from. Like just being able to stand his ground and take a fight. He's just completely dominating this lane.
Yeah, he's got that ward on the high ground, so he's kind of mirroring the movements of Moon and was able to land those raises to start. Makes things a little bit more difficult for Moon. Another raise in, getting him really quite low. And while that water rune still sits top, nobody's rotated over from either side to really secure it. And it's going to be Armel's if he wants it. Another raise.
Does not have enough mana. If he had 1 mango, that's a kill. The triple raise would definitely kill him there. Extra damage. We'll pick up that second bottle water rune that you mentioned.
Yeah, so he finally goes over to that water rune. He'll have a refresh on that bottle, get a cold one out of the fridge. And for the moment, 18-5. Things looking really good for TNC based on the CS at the moment, and especially if you're looking strictly mid.
Doom gets that extra gold, so not too worried about it, but definitely Doom can't get a kill in this matchup unless they rotate one of the heroes. Who is it gonna be? Clockwork, one of the better rotating heroes, but you can see Shadowfiend already getting the boots of speed just to be able to cover himself against that top lane.
Earthspike, Hex, and there's the hoof stomp. They have the double edge, but DJ surviving for the moment, and that last right click, not enough damage.
They'll get the courier. DJ has a healing salve, deciding if he wants to pop it on himself or he needs to use it on Raven.
Pops it on himself.
I think that was supposed to be a kill because Centaur went back for a split second instead of just attacking him, and that's exactly what they needed. One extra hit.
They'll get first blood over bottom as Gabby gets the kill and it jabs. He's been very annoying with that rocket flare. Stealing some of the CS, but ooh, stun comes out. Double edge. Raven now chasing with the Inkswell, going after Tims, who's out of mana. Right clicks in with the Blade Fury. This should be a kill onto the Lion. He'll try to deny himself to the neutrals. He gets it.
Wow, that's pretty good. A lot of commitment. They spent quite some mana. They used the spin already, and now Bach is gonna have a free time. Already Ring of Hell done.
Well done by Tims. So that turns this TNC lead into a 1K lead. They'll go after Boomy. Icarus dive away, but the vacuum brings Gabby back for the moment. And they'll surge under the tower looking for Boomy. And, oh, rotation in from Tims. Tims gets the Hex. Juan is dead.
Can they get one more? Good body blocks, barrier assault, but there will be an Earth Spike ready again. Breathe Fire will finish him off. And this Dragon Knight is level 5. Level 5 in 1 quarter. Didn't decide to put another point in Dragon's Blood because maybe he feels safer sitting near the tower, getting that extra armor, extra regen from it anyway, and wants to be able to burst down the creeps that Iron Shells are on. Kind of a missed opportunity from Fnatic there.
They didn't get anything out of that.
They got nothing.
That is devastating. It was a good rotation for Tims.
Teams understands that Bach is not going to die on the top lane because Vanguard's already finished. They can't really burst him, so he can afford to go and make some rotations. Now he's on a mid lane.
Coming. Raises in. Wow. Great movements right now from TNC.
This is similar to Timbersaw, where your position 4 can make more rotations. You just set him up for a good start. DJ planting an Observer Ward in a triangle and will steal that Bounty Rune. Just TP out.
Not enough damage. I wonder if Boomy's aware of that. Aware of this obs that's down right now. All he's got is an obs of his own. Doesn't have a sentry to deward it, even if he does understand that it's there. But they're wrapping around on a Moon once again. They've got the Earth Spike. They'll use the Stampede and the Requiem right on top. Moon back to back. He has died, and SF already starting real strong.
SF popping off in this game. Earlier point in Requiem at level 7. I've seen this only in situations where SF save a point potentially, and there's like a turnaround kill that they can get. Let's say they dive with 2 heroes. Dragon Knight.
Getting the kill as they use the wall. They tried to commit onto the DK and they didn't have the damage show on. Again, he goes down playing aggressive, and we've seen throughout the season, I would say, a bit of an underperformance from both the mid and the off lane here from Fnatic, and you're dealing with 2 players that are known for their mid.
They're losing so much from the laning stage. Dragon Knight sitting at the top, 4,000 net worth. Shadowfiend just 200 below. Has invisibility. If they can get a kill on Juggernaut, potentially turn that into tower. Tier 1 tower in the mid is sitting at 200 HP. TNC, they're all over the place. And to go back to the Requiem talk, it's not about damage, because your Necromastery is pretty low if you have 2 points in it. So it's about setting the raises up. That fear mechanic
makes it easy to just go short, mid, long, if you even need all 3. Because you've got the Earth Spike, sets up the point blank Requiem, and then all you need is 2 more raises.
At least they will get a tower on the bottom lane in return, but you can already see TNC grouping around the mid, bringing the numbers just to secure the tower. 4 heroes mid on a 200 HP tower. And that's without Dragon form.
They do have 4 TPs available for TNC, so they could take this tower, maybe rotate somewhere, but they've already lost that bottom tier 1. So this is TNC doing a good job. They've taken the safe lane tower, they've taken the mid, they can squeeze the map. How much are you going to get out of this out of Fnatic if TNC can seize the opportunity and choke you out?
Fnatic already preparing for their jungle to be invaded. 1 observer board near the tier 2 top tower to scout things out, because they know TNC will definitely want to farm there. No mid tower, no top tower. Let's see what Dragon Knight decides to buy. He has Hound's Halberd queued up and a Blink Dagger. Instead decides to get a Blink Dagger. Just to have that initiation. Because Centaur, he will get the Vanguard, he will get a Hood, and then transition that into a Blink Dagger.
So he'll be the aura guy, and then you just be the initiator for now.
Not necessarily an aura. I'm not a big fan of Centaur aura build anymore. He's not going to be upgrading those to Crimson Guards. Pipes most likely. It's about that Blink initiation. We've seen what Centaurs with Heart can do, with Overwhelming Blink, with the Shard. Hero that really scales well.
Right.
One item that he definitely needs to get, I think this should be his item actually, against picking up a Blink Dagger after Lotus Orb.
There's the Blink into the Dragon Tail coming out onto the Darkseer. They've got a dominating spree here for Gabby. Yeah, Lotus Orb could be really...
Lotus Orb, one of the best
really
items
good
against the Juggernaut. He is never going to feel safe using that ulti. Great against Grimstroke, great against Doom. Just a lot of value from the item.
Anything you can bounce back is going to feel really good for your team fight. On a team fight that, from TNC, honestly already looks pretty good. You move in with a Stampede, you get yourself, say that Blink, the host stomp, the lockdown, Supernova over to the side of the fight with Requiem going off.
They need to smoke and try to get something happen. There we go. Fnatic using one. Grimstroke got that ulti. Double Doom is available. This time around, Moon can't go for the Garita route because laning stage didn't go too well for him, and now he is biting just drums. Which I like. You need to be able to fight early with the team. Hook shot.
With the Inkswell, and they've got the Earth Spike, but the silence is out with the Phantom's Embrace. Boomy will not be able to get a Supernova off. Not that he really
cares too much about it. Yeah, like it was a smoke hook shot just to get a kill on a position 4 Phoenix, 6 Phoenix, and they're pretty happy with it.
You know, this is the SEA El Clasico, but we do have the Brazil scoreline, the 7-1.
Yeah, brings back memories. Who was Brazil playing again?
Germany, I want to say?
Germany?
I think so.
Wish Black was here to just be silent after you say it.
Man. Yeah, it was Germany, Brazil.
It was Brazil who had 7 goals, right? You don't know. You don't know. Is okay.
The screen's not that bright on my face. You can't see me looking this up at the moment.
No, just keep talking. Yeah, you know, I remember the...
Germany had 7.
Germany had 7?
Yeah.
Whew.
Totally knew that off the top of my head. Didn't just type that in.
I remember, but I just didn't remember...
Which way?
Yeah, which way. And the other team. So literally not remembering anything. No, I know there was a meme. I know there was like a huge meme, and that's all I care about.
Hook shot from Jabs doesn't get anything done. I'll end up missing that as TNC continue to farm around the map.
It's a 2k gold lead. Not too bad for Fnatic, considering that they lost the mid tower, they lost the top tower, and the laning stage didn't go too well. But Doom will recover. He will manage to get the farm back. Devour is maxed out. Extra 240 gold coming out from it.
Only a 2K. We'll see. Maybe TNC are waiting more for this Blink Dagger from the Centaur. They do already have one for DK, so they can make aggressive moves around the map with that initiation. Because it seems like every time it'll be Dragon Tail followed up by Earth Spike, Hex. The control's there. And if you lose control, you could Stampede, run on top of these heroes.
They have good chase potential. That's what matters whenever you have Doom.
Smoke gets
double
broken.
Doom. Smoke broken.
Jabs, hook shotting, so all the way onto the center. I'm not sure this is who you want to go for. Supernova's in a great spot. And now they've got the Soulbind coming in, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. They get the kill to DJ. They look over at Jabs. They'll get themselves two. And now they'll find potentially a third Moon burning out to the Sunray, as well as the right clicks from Armel. Double Doom, but they don't get anything from it.
Yeah, they try to jump Grimstroke straight away. Blow him up instantly, but didn't happen. He managed to get the ulti off, plus the double Doom. Not enough. These heroes are super tanky. Oh, they even find Chuan.
Oh, wow. They get themselves the Darkseer, and there's the Hex. Sunray on top, and they'll just burn him out.
Everyone is super tanky. You have a Dragonite, you have a Centaur. We've seen that in Southeast Asia when they get drafts like this with the Bristleback plus potentially 2 extra. I believe it was Bristleback, Centaur plus 1 extra tanky hero that just doesn't die. Maybe even Tiny it was. Where it's very hard to burst them. You have a limited amount of damage. Shadowfiend, Mask of Madness, Dragonlance tanking up. Mask of Madness later on will be disassembled. Get that Satanic that I mentioned, now going into a BKB. Just wants to be able to stand his ground and take a fight.
Right.
Especially against the Clockwork, who can be potentially very annoying against the Vacuum. Look at his attack speed, actually, from Shadowfiend hitting those neutrals. It's because of the talent. Yeah. Talent plus Mask of Madness.
Only an extra 20, you know, from the talent. Is that a lot? Like 20 always seems like a deceiving number.
It's not just talent, it's also 110 from Mask of
Yeah,
Madness, because
yeah.
he was shooting real quick. Next time they take a fight, they might take the Roche, or it seems like they're going to go in now. Check that attack speed. This doesn't sound like, 20. This is 130.
Well, yeah, with the Mask of Madness. But I'm just saying, though, the talent, like, I don't know. Just the talent by itself, not the Mask of Madness. Does 20 seem like a lot?
It feels Fnatic will not take this fight. They are just letting it go. I thought TNC will get one more fight, potentially just to pick off on 1 or 2 heroes, and then go in and try to take it, but they have enough sustain, as we mentioned. 2 tanky heroes, plus the lifesteal coming up from the Shadowfiend. He will definitely be the one picking it up.
Yep.
And now working towards that BKB.
Yeah, so he wants that BKB. He's got the Dragonlance with the Mask of Madness, so like we've been talking about, he's got that extra attack speed. He's sitting top of the net worth. You've got Gabby going into the Heaven's Halberd, then that Ag, so he's looking for that upgrade on the ulti.
Moon, he's looking to use ulti on Centaur, because if he doesn't, Stampede will be popped. They just run away. So it needs to be Centaur +1 in combination with the Grimstroke. Not that easy to execute. Grimstroke will need to have his Ether Lens getting very close. Just needs to buy Voidstone, 200 gold away.
So Centaur's going for this Lotus Orb. Would you mind if he got Ags after that? Like, would that be something? I feel if you're trying to secure the Centaur's kill, make sure you can't get the Stampede off. If you can make it even more, get that damage reduction to 40%. Why not, right? If you pick up that Axe.
Sure, it's just about Lotus Orb right now, which I mentioned, a lot of value from the item, the best item he can get.
Yeah, and then after that, I was
After
saying.
that, do they need it?
I don't.
Like, it's good against Omni Slash, good against reducing the damage from the Darkseer wall and the illusions. They get the jump.
Post-stop, and now they've got the finger out onto Raven. They just blew up the jug. Wall gets committed, and, well, Darkseer couldn't save his jug at the moment. Raven gone real fast. Hook shot not landing. Now another hoof stop comes out, finger onto DJ.
I've seen similar build from Boomy. He, I believe, played 1 game of Ancient Apparition with 3 Null Talismans. Just Spell Amp is good. I don't think as a position 5 you need to invest so much gold in an item that just gives you something that's 1500 gold. You could potentially try to build another either Lotus Orb, Force Staff against Clockwork, Glimmer Cape, anything. This is just you trying to take care of yourself and deal more damage. I mean, Spell Amplification is nice. You know, you get 3% per Nully, so that's 9%, especially on the Sunray, which could be big. but it's a lot of slots.
Now 3 slots for 3-0 talismans. At least he's looking blinged out. 3-0 talismans around his neck. See a Phoenix come in.
It would be too shiny. You know, Phoenix is already
Fire.
fire, can blind you. Imagine having all these like necklaces around the neck. Null talisman? That's silver, right?
I think so.
Maybe
A little
white
sapphire
gold.
on the bottom. I have no idea. Hookshot comes out. That's going to be through on a Gabby. They've got the Doom out onto the DK. They'll vacuum him back. The Soulbind leashing him up. They get the kill on the Gabby. They'll take out the Darkseer now, or take out the Dragon Knight now, looking over at the Centaur. So they get the kill on the Bach as well as Gabby. They'll finish off Jabs. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Supernova expended, and finally feeling like a fight back from Fnatic with that one.
This is the fight that they needed. They did not kill Shadow Fiend, who had Aegis. Still, I don't think we have seen Omni Slash in this game. Maybe
No, I don't think so.
maybe I misseen what was happening, but I don't think we've seen it so far because he was getting initiated on, he was getting doomed.
Just Moon and Normel.
Fele, drop for
Ooh.
Fnatic. That's exactly what they need. Just a bit of an extra gold. Coming out like Grimstroke. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Give me that Grimstroke Aghanim Scepter after finishing the Aether Lens.
Yeah, so
What
who grabbed
about
that Philly?
Shard? Shard is also okay.
The
Against Fiery
Strong
Spirit.
Dispel.
Yeah, Strong Dispel against the Lion's abilities. Against Breathe Fire.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Even Dragon Tail Stun.
Dire's middle tower
Might
is
change his
under
mind,
attack.
but definitely a lot of value from Aghanim Scepter in this game, whether you want to get Shadow Fiend. So you could potentially have Darkseer illusions of certain heroes and then another stronger illusion.
Sanjay Yasha finished there for Raven. 7K lead for TNC, but that last fight for Fnatic felt more so like the game was even. But obviously that comes from Fnatic getting that hook shot in, focusing their attention on the Gabby, not allowing that Dragon Knight to get anything off.
My problem is they don't have any real good combo with the Darkseer. It's not like Sanking Stun, it's not Disruptor Ulti. Right now, they got Vacuum into Thunderclap. Easy clap right there, not the best combo.
Radiant
Vacuum
are scanning.
Into
Vacuum into cogs, and then they
cogs,
bounce
yeah.
off the cogs.
There it is. That's the combo. Smoke used here by TNC. They're going to try and make a move. Bach has that Blink Dagger.
This is what we call cogbo.
Cogbo. All right. Blink. He'll stop coming through. That's out into Jabs, but Bach will immediately leave it. The rest of TNC still wrapping the long way around. Raven, Moon, nearby. Smoke breaks. Blink, Dragon Tail coming out. Healing Ward immediately put out. They've got the finger coming through into the Doom. They get the kill on the Moon. Now they get the vacuum into the wall
Everyone's
as well as
inside
the
the
cogs.
cogs.
Jabs, he ends up dead. Two is dead on the side of Fnatic, but they've already taken to the line with the Omni Slash Panic slinging around. It's not going to be enough. Raven in trouble, feared away thanks to the Requiem, but he still has that Healing Ward, and that will allow him to leave safely.
A lot of that damage was shared from Omni. I don't think anyone would die anyway because they're super tanky, but a lot of bounces on the Ancient Creeps. And that was a Shadow Fiend with the double damage. So they go in, they blow up Doom instantly, no buyback on him. He just bought a Blink Dagger. So this should be one set of barracks. Too much damage
22
coming out from
minutes in,
SF.
wow.
Yeah, Presence Aura affects buildings,
Dire's middle
plus a
tower
couple of right clicks. They also had a Siege Creep unit.
Blink Dagger for the Darkseer.
Now it's going to be much easier to execute the combo that we talked about.
Cogbo.
Yeah, Cogbo.
Oh, you see it right here. Cogbo comes out right here.
I almost twisted my tongue by trying to say that word.
Look at that. 4-man vacuum cogs into
How
the
many
wall.
heroes are in the cogs?
4. Huh? Hookshot comes out. Doom under the Shadow Fiend. This is a moment to make something work, potentially for the side of Fnatic. They get the kill on Armel. Can they find anything else? The rest of the team just not even close for TNC, so they allow Armel to die, and they get yet another pickoff. But I say yet another. It's only 4 kills so far for Fnatic. The
But it's
pickoffs
a
they
big
have
one.
are big.
It's a huge one. Raven gets the last hit, 600 gold for him, working towards the Scotty to tank things up. Great against the reduction, like just reduce the healing from the Dragon Knight, the slow against the range carries like a Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
This has always been my problem with SF. Because like you die and then you respawn, also one of the worst heroes to buy back with. It got buffed, so now the soul lost on that is reduced from 50 to 40%. Still doesn't feel great.
Right.
And he can pop up like he did in this game. He's been very active, dominating his lane. But once that BKB is down, like it becomes a bit problematic. One of the reasons why he's itemizing like this. Straight up damage, dataless, and then will disassemble the Mask of Madness, go into Satanic. Satanic, one of the best items at the moment in the game. Roshan being pinged up, TNC. They want to take it. They know that Doom is down for another minute. And this is a fast spawn. This is Shard plus Aegis and Cheese on top of it. Who gets the Shard is my question. Who do they give it to? Because Phoenix already bought the Shard for himself. Shadowfiend Shard is lowers there by
14%?
yeah, 14% AoE. Magic resist.
Although the Centaur could just take it.
What about Fireball?
True.
Let's see who decides. Maybe they just give it to Shadowfiend.
Nobody nearby for Fnatic, so there is no threat of this going any other way. Ooh, did they just give it to the line? Yeah, okay. Tim's takes it. I like that.
Oh, it's very good. Actually, now I know why. Because
We were just thinking carries.
we were taking carries, but against the Darkseer, Wall Illusions, triple mana drain, you're being magic immune. It's gonna be great. It's actually the best one that they could get. Because I am a position 4-5 player. I never get priority to get the shard. I know someone would steal it. Someone from my team, no matter who I'm playing with, would say, well, you're not getting it.
You don't
you're
need this.
There's a reason why you're playing position 4. Like, there are 3 people that want to get it before you.
Are scanning.
Satanic being built here for the Shadow Fiend, going after that Daedalus. So, probably, what does he take at level 20 here? The 3 damage per soul or the 120 Shadow Rays
Definitely damage. You go for other talents when you're not playing the spellcaster.
See how much that'll add to him. Because it's an extra 60 damage, right? Plus 3 damage to 20 souls max.
It's a lot of damage coming out from the SF, yeah. Just right click.
Then if you get the Ags, it's even more. So Fnatic need to defend here as the bottom tier 3
Is under attack.
can be taken quite quickly.
Dire structures are
The
fortified.
glyph, and let's see if they can pull off the Cogbow again. The only one standing forward right now is Armel. He knows he has that Aegis. And to jump on him alone, you've got Tim's with a blink, you've got Boomy with a supernova he can place. So there it is. There's the hook shot immediately into the air spike. They've got the Blade Fury out onto this Shadow Fiend. The hook stomp comes out. The vacuum main. Armel, who lose that first life, but they get the kill on a jab. So they look over at Bach, who walks through
Stampede
the
is
wall.
available.
They've got Stampede if they need to run. They've got everything if they want to fight back. And now the Doom comes out onto the Shadow Fiend. He's trying to run with the BKB. Moon moving up on him with the Inkswell. That lands on a 3. They've got the Infernal Blade, and they look to kill off this Shadow
got
Fiend.
him.
Armel is gone. Bach looking next. They'll hit the damage peak and just get Bach and Tim's.
What a great understanding from Fnatic, like what needs to be done. I think maybe Dragon Knight should be the one potentially also sieging the high ground, or they should be swapping the roles, because Shadowfiend did not manage to get ulti in that fight. Like, we're gonna see the fight again probably. So Clockwork, he initiated with the hook shot, and look at the great Earth Spike from Lion, just to block the cog so he can't push him back. In the end, Shadowfiend still dies. Great Vol, gets the vac back, and you never want to go through that wall again. Now they are going to pop the Grimstroke ulti, pop the Doom, it connects.
On it too. I mean, this is how they wanted to play it. That's the thing. But back over in the river, Boomy dead to jabs. While this replay is going on, we show you that, you know, Fnatic do take that win and defend the high ground. Now it's only a 3K lead, and that's how TNC wanted it. But
Exactly
yet,
how they wanted it.
it doesn't go their way.
You also have Moon with the Blink Dagger and Shiva's Guard BKB who can jump in, scout things out. You have a Clockwork that also wants to go in. So a lot of ways to initiate a fight. The DJ getting closer and closer to the Aghanim Scepter. Then he makes illusion either of a Dragon Knight, either of a Shadow Fiend. They get the minus armor. They can also do that with the Darkseer wall illusions. A lot of confusion gonna happen. And I'm not sure they have enough AoE to actually deal with all of that.
Meanwhile, DK's almost got his Ags 50 gold away from it, so he'll upgrade to the Black Dragon.
Yeah, it does a lot of stuff. Free padding, magic resistance, splash damage, just like this bigger slow. Definitely one of the best Ags upgrades, I would say. And it looks like one of the coolest ones.
So we'll see what they can do on TNC because they're starting to lose their grip on this lead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Doom comes out, and now they're going to go after the Shadow Fiend once again. They've got the Dragon Tail onto this Darkseer, but they'll get the kill onto Armel. Can they finish off Shoan?
Gets the
They'll
pipe
look
off.
at it. Vacuum into the wall. Omnislash
Healing
coming
Ward
in.
keeping him
Tims,
alive.
Bach, both die, and they finally get the Darkseer, but this doesn't feel like enough. Gabby trying to fight back. That BKB no longer up for him. With the Blade Fury right on top, Gabby will just get
100
ripped
move
to
speed. He's
shreds.
not
He can't even
moving.
move out of here. Hook shot from jabs. He'll take the kill. 4 heroes dead on TNC, and it's probably a 5th. Moon looking for the War Stomp. Doesn't land it, but Boomy will still die to the Infernal Blade of Moon. That's a full team wipe for Fnatic. And all they lost was the Darkseer.
They get a good jump on Shadowfin before he can get anything off. Can't pop the cheese, can't use BKB, no Requiem. Just a great play from Moon there. They have good vision, as we already mentioned. You have this Clockwork, scouting things out with the Rocket, Shiva's Guard providing that, and it's not gonna get easier. I'd say Fnatic, they're in full control right now of the game. You have this Refresher, almost done on Doom, so potentially 3 Dooms.
Her Spike lands on a 2, draining their mana. Moon, he doesn't have any mana to play with anymore. Shadow Fiend wants to go in on this, but
You could potentially actually cast 4 Dooms with Refresher and the Grimstroke. So, like, one target dies instantly, then it connects to the other target, which is not doomed, and then the secondary Doom target dies, it connects to someone else. And then you doom those 2.
okay. See if the math checks out.
Probably not gonna happen, but
Can dream.
one can only dream. They can have 3. So far, Refresher getting closer and closer. DJ has that Axe that we talked about, the Dark Portrait. Illusion damage taken is 350, so they need to focus it down. And it's a stronger illusion, does 150% of the damage of the original target.
So we'll see if they can fight with this DK Ags, if that makes them feel strong enough on the side of TNC to hold back what Fnatic are throwing their way.
I really love that Chuan did not go for the autopilot build. I see it quite a lot, especially in Southeast Asia region, where they always pretty much go for, I'm rushing this Aghanim Scepter no matter what.
Yeah.
But this time around, he decided to swap things. Pipe of Insight, Solar Crest, a lot of value. He understands that there's a ton of right-click damage. Shadowfiend Aura could be a problem. And then he itemizes differently, which I really respect. Because I've seen Mind Control. Mind Control is the best Darkseer player in the world, period. He rarely goes for that Aghanim Scepter. Prioritizes the team fighting items, mech, pipe, upgrade the Guardian Greaves potentially.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Does this 3K lead for Fnatic just feel gone? Like, too far gone for TNC? Lotus
Oh,
Orb.
Jug thinking about going in. They have so many stuff to buff Jug with. You have Iron Shell, you have Surge, you have the Solar Crest from the Darkseer.
Now he's got the Axe, so Swift Slash. Swift Slash, Omni Slash, all there. See if he can survive and if TNC can do enough to hold this game together. Bach trying to go into that Ags after finishing off that Lotus Orb, but he's still 1,000 gold away from it, so they need to buy some time for that. However, Fnatic going
How
to
cool is
Roche.
this big black dragon?
Radiant are scared.
Joey Wheeler's a fan. This is Aegis Cheese and Ag's Blessing. Roche is up. TNC, they're going to get there on time, but they need to play this right, and it's going to be difficult. They're going to wrap high up and around. Gabby, well, he doesn't have that Elder Dragon form. They've got the Blink as well as the Hook Stomp. That's going to go out on a Moon. The hook shot coming in from Jabs. They get the kill on a Moon. That's going to be the Doom dead to start this one off. He buys back. He goes over to the outpost. He's trying to get his way back into the fight. The Requiem comes out with the Swift Slash being used by Raven. They've got themselves the Hook Stomp as well as the Infernal Blade. They get the kill on a Bach. They're going to buy back on the Centaur. They look over at Armel. They get the kill on a Shadow Fiend. He's not the best hero to buy back with. Tim's on the high ground. Misses the Earth Spike. Gabby on the run. He's got himself the Elder Dragon form in just 8 seconds. Gabby's still running. Solar Crest is there. Tim's trying to help. Gabby's got the Elder Dragon form, and he's going to pop it. But there's the Swift Slash, vacuum back, and now the Blade Fury Bach into the fight. Can he help out? He's just standing there. Tims ends up dead. Double Edge onto the Jug. Do they have the damage? Sunray, it's keeping Bach alive. They've bought back on Armel. They've got the right click damage coming in on the Moon, who bought back earlier in this fight near the Roche. And they've got the Earth Spike coming up from Tims, so get the kill on the Moon. But the Stroke of Fate hits on a Bach, takes on the Centaur. They've got themselves the Healing Ward, which is keeping Raven alive. The Hex, he's running quite quickly as he's got himself the Surge that came out from the Darkseer. There's 2 heroes down on the side of Fnatic with 1 still gone on TNC. Roche at about 1/3 of health. So we'll see if anybody wants to take advantage of this, especially with Gabby having that Elder Dragon form for another 1/4 of its duration.
I still feel that they should try to defend it with the Darkseer. Wall available in 20 seconds. Try to buy a bit more time. I can understand what Moon tried to do there. Not pop the ulti. He was trying to go on a Dragon Knight, and then when Shadowfiend bought back, was saving it. There's the kill.
Boomy gone. Now they're going to look over at the Roche Blade Fury BKBs. They're going to get popped with a hook shot from Jabs. Is it going to be enough to pick up this Aegis? It's down.
SF got cheese only.
SF got the Aegis. He gets the Aegis. He's got the cheese. The wall is down. Gabby on the run. He doesn't have the Elder Dragon form for another 27 seconds with Raven now chasing after Gabby. He's got the Swift Slash available. Is the damage going to be there with the Blade Fury? Yes, it looks like it will be. Gabby ends up dead. He's got buyback. Might want to buy back into this fight immediately as the Sunray comes in on Armel. That's going to keep him alive with the heal. They've got Chaiwan out of mana. Inkswell onto him. It's a strong dispel as he tries to run into the fight. They got the Aegis out of the hands of this Shadow Fiend. They'll run away for the moment as the Supernova comes out. But Raven, right on the edge, uses that Swift Slash, gets to the back lines, and now get the Inkswell to pop out of Tims to get the kill on the Lion. Blade Fury, Raven still looking over at the Phoenix. Armel back into the base, and they don't buy back on Gabby. So they get the Aegis, they get the cheese. Satanic finished off on Shadow Fiend, and maybe, just maybe, an opportunity for TNC to hold on. But it is a 15K lead
Armel
for
was
Fnatic.
So quick there in the Roche pit. He pops, he gets the cheese as the first item, realizes that Aegis is still on the ground, pops the cheese immediately, and manages to take Aegis while Clockwork gets the Aghanim Scepter. So free Aghanim Scepter from Clockwork there. Not too bad.
Oh.
Not too bad.
Gabby losing that. Losing half of what? He loses the AC, so he loses the Hyperstone. Take a look at this again. Hook shot out. Roche low. And oh, Swift Slash bouncing off the Lotus Orb.
Oh, it was actually the Omni Slash, the full Omni.
Oh.
Not just the Quickie. Juggernaut Shard is really, really good. Like, you apply Maelstrom procs, you apply Eye of Scotty, the extra slow. 16K gold lead for Fnatic. It's so much confusion with all these illusions. Now Clockwork has a hook shot. 2 hook shots, has the overclocking ability, plus a BKB, so he can go in 2 times potentially stop Shadowfin from using ulti twice.
Yeah. It's an 18k lead, a lot of that, not a lot of that. Some of that is bolstered by the fact that you just got a free Ags on the Clockwork, but buybacks are only available for the Grimstroke and the Clockwork. So, you know, if the fight goes one way or another, we could see a big push from, a victory push from either side.
We could. Jug needs to farm his buyback, 1,500 gold. Someone needs to kill the Healing Ward. Healing Ward has been pretty much full duration in the last couple of fights. Maybe Phoenix wants to dive in and get it. Centaur with the Stampede potentially. Like, if Lion blinks in, tries to get it, he's most likely just going to straight up die.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell with all these illusions. Like you said, what's going on at times. But 5v5 situation now.
And at the moment, Darkseer once again realizes this. Aghanim Scepter on me is not going to do that much. Yeah. I'll just buy a BKB and protect myself. They have no abilities that go through Magic Immunity. I really love that. I love players that think outside of the box and not going for what we call like standard item build. Like, this is the standard item build for this particular game.
Yeah, adapt to what you need. Don't just stick to what you've been getting.
Adapt, improvise, overcome.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Are scanning.
What do we got? Illusion
Timeless
Escape.
Relic. Illusion Escape.
He's going to keep Illusion Escape, send the Penta-Edge Sword back. Timeless Relic. Who do they give it to? They could give that to Grimstroke, I believe, which is going to get a lot of value from his spells. Stroke of Fate cast range as well. Inkswell movement speed. I want to see a shard. Right now, he has buyback. I guess he's just waiting to get the gold for Aghanim Shard and buyback. Hex is good. Hex is great, don't get me wrong, but the strongest spell that you put on Jug could make a hell of a lot of a difference. Dispel the Dragon Tail, anything from Lion.
They're posturing so far forward on Fnatic. They really, despite the fact that they don't have buybacks on Jug, Doom, they do have it on Darkseer. They're not scared to be so far forward.
A refresher available on Doom, plus a Spell Prism.
Raven's been doing this. Blade Fury into the tower, get as much damage as he can on it.
In and out. Buyback available for him in 600 gold. Doom, no buyback for a minute and 30. Same goes for Shadowfin.
And there it is. Blade Fury again will take that tower.
Because they have no abilities that go through Magic Immunity, so he can just keep doing this. Bottom lane getting pushed. Something that I noticed, I believe it was the first time GH was playing Clockwork with overclocking ability. He had to deal with the split push, so he just uses a rocket, overclocks, and then uses another rocket, clears the whole creep wave. Unfortunately, he's not level 20 yet. That extra 100 rocket flare damage would be necessary. So it's extra 200 damage when you use it twice.
Yeah. Just got to be careful, the self-stun. Don't want to
You can't be careful about it. It's not dispellable.
Yeah.
Like, you use it.
Positioning-wise, I guess.
You're possessed. Nothing can stop it from there.
How close? Box far from this Ags after having to buy back. But his buyback's up in 30 seconds. He needs 500 gold for it. Looks like both teams are content on waiting for the 10v10. Although Phoenix's buyback's not up for another minute 30, so I would almost go to say he's probably not going to have it. It'll be 9v10 if we do have all these buybacks up. And Raven just in again.
And we have a Shadowfin illusion from Dark Horde Red.
Vacuum, whoa, massive jabs! Comes in with a hook shot. They've got themselves the Soulbind onto both the Centaur as well as this Dragonite. They'll get themselves the Doom.
It's a double Doom.
It's the Rax. They back out.
They can't afford to go for it. They don't necessarily need to take a fight right now. Hex
onto
Raven.
Raven. The Healing Ward's still doing a lot. They've got the Inkswell. They'll start to run.
Cast range from Grimstroke is insanely good. Etherlands finds himself a Psychic Headband. Still thinking about that shard, whether he needs it or he needs to get the Hex instead.
Right.
So it's more of a zoning tool, zoning Doom. I don't mind that. Has a Spell Prism reducing the cooldowns by 18%. So Doom will be available in another minute and 20. Full Bloodthorn purchased by Dragon Knight. So that's one way to deal with the invasion.
So the buyback's just not available on Dragon Knight and Phoenix. Dragon Knight's 1,400 gold away from it. Everybody else has it.
Can they get a good jump?
Ooh, the Raven, Blade Fury, this might be the jump that they're able to make, but it's right into Fnatic. Blink, ooh, they find Moon. Earth Spike as well as the finger. Do they have the damage to even get the kill on the Moon? They've got the summary right on top of Moon. Teams booming, all gone. 3 heroes dead immediately. They're looking for the Requiem. The hook shot's not going to land in time. Requiem ends up coming in, but it's not going to matter. They've got the overclocking and a second hook that hits on Armel. All forced by TNC, and they lose the fight.
Dragon Knight is super low in smoke. Is he gonna go for that region? Could be. Oh
boy.
That was close. If Jabs gets there like 10 seconds later, he could potentially get a kill on him. And now Juggernaut just going ham on the buildings.
Raven.
2 buybacks expended.
Raven losing his Miona recipe as DK took it out before he TP'd back. They're trying to hold this buyback.
I don't think you can. I just don't know if you have enough.
Unless you're willing to be down 2 sets of racks. Inkswell Moon looking for the moment to jump in, and he does. He'll get the Doom. It's reflected.
Not sure what the play there was. I think, like, maybe...
There's the Soul Bind, and now they're going to go in with the Vacuum as well as the hookshot coming out of the Dragon Knight. Now the damage out on the Gabby. Supernova sends them back. Sunray, it's there, so Gabby's staying a little bit healthy. They've got the self-stun that comes out of the Jabs. They're going to drain the mana from the Darkseer as well as this Jug, but is it going to matter? It looks like these racks are going to go down at the end of the day with Raven going into the Blade Fury and, well, being free to hit it. Inkswell onto the Illusion from the Dark Portrait. That'll stun up this Centaur.
Doom should buy Eon Disc at this point. Like, your job is to make sure, sell that drum, buy Eon Disc. You can refresh your Eon Disc as well. Probably gonna proc like straight away, and he goes for it. I really love that. You know, B-Cup, sometimes, you know, you can say it.
I was gonna say it too, but you started the sentence, you call him real quick. I'm
That's
telling you,
that's his job. Like,
yeah.
He needs to be able already use the buyback. That's the only way that you get your spells off, pretty much.
Just taking a look over there, I need to make sure that your mic isn't linked to
It's
their
not
feed.
linked to their TeamSpeak, Discord, whatever they're using.
Ventrilo. Gabby. Well, spot Raven. Nothing more coming out of that just yet. Buyback's not available really for TNC other than Armel and Gabby, which we've been saying Shadow Fiend's buyback doesn't feel great.
He locked Eon Disc, and I would prefer if he doesn't.
Ooh.
Like, it's so much at stake. You're tanky, you know. You have a decent amount of armor. You have 3,000 HP, so you can unlock it, but what happens if you don't?
Hookshot all the way in. They've got the Soul Bind. Hex onto 2. Stampede back. Okay. Not the initiation fully just yet from Fnatic. This refresher wouldn't be a bad idea here for Bach. I know he's going for it. It'd be interesting to see having that double Stampede to have that damage reduction.
An interesting Shadow Fiend.
MKB.
Like, his Dark Portrait reduces the armor of the buildings because of the talent. I believe I've seen that correctly.
Gabby moving forward. Shiva's blink forward, Doom out. It's onto the Shadow Fiend. Armel's going to be in a lot of trouble on this one. Raven, they've sold him out. He's in so much trouble. Icarus dive, can he save him? He's got the Supernova. I believe he has. They get the kill onto the Lion. The Doom is still running on Armel. Now with the Minotaur Horn going out from Bach. Right clicks in. Hookshot again from
Another
Jabs.
Doom.
And it's another Doom coming in with a refresher. They get the kill on Bach. They look over at Armel. They'll take out Armel. Bach's gone. Tim's out. Gabby being Omni-Slashed to death. And they will find the full team wipe here. Fnatic just
That's
overwhelming
game.
TNC.
They got nothing left in this game. It was a good try there from Boomy with the Aghanim Scepter, saved the Shadow Fiend, who was doomed, respawns, full HP, full mana, but another Doom was available. Buyback from Gabby. Roche is up. If they want to play this safe, go Roche. If you want to play this safe, end the game right now, so that there's nothing left for them to do, because they are playing with 2 heroes only. You can just completely zone them out. So
Hex, Dark
no
Portrait,
need to go for Roche.
Vacuum Swift Slash, and this should be the end. Although the Satanic, the right click's not going to be enough. Gabby ends up dead. Armel soon to follow, and it will be game 1 going to Fnatic. TNC just not pulling through as they had themselves the early lead. But, well, they ended up just giving it away, going for that high ground siege.
They did, and great hook shot initiation into wall. This is where the game breaks. Fnatic manages to come back into this game. It was around like 7 to 10k gold lead for them, but good play. They could not put a single kill on the board for quite some time. They were sitting at 0, then managed to get a 1 kill. A bit slower start considering how things were going, especially the mid lane. Shadowfiend was just completely popping off, but that's the thing with the Shadowfiend. Like, he can go ham, even if it's Spellcaster Shadowfiend, if it's the right-click one. I just don't feel the hero. Like, he could potentially won the game, maybe if they executed a bit better, shooting that tier 3 towers.
Yeah.
But still, compared to some other mid laners, kind of meh.
If they won that fight bottom, that was the difference maker.
Yeah,
and they set up the way they wanted to set up.
It was
too.
ages timing for them.
Yeah, so it ends up going the way of Fnatic, and they're 1 game away from taking the series. To break it down, we've got the panel. Back over to you guys. Take it away.
Sometimes you load up a glass cannon. You know, you take the cannonball, you put it in, you fire a few shots. It works out well, but you can tell the stress fractures start to show. And a hero like Shadowfiend, if you're going to bet it all on a mid laner, physical damage, glass cannon like that, then you make sure that you come correct with every one of your pushes. Unfortunately for TNC, one of those pushes was the death knell for their draft.
Was there ever a glass cannon? Did someone actually try to
No,
make
I'm
it?
actually curious where that concept came from.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now.
Because I guess like the most powerful weapon, I'm sure, whenever that expression was made, was the cannon.
Yeah, I'm thinking about some Ottoman cannons and
Yeah,
whatnot.
exactly.
Taking
Mounted on, like, an
Constantinople.
elephant or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly.
But glass is also pretty dangerous. It's very sharp.
True.
The glass cannon could potentially be
But what's the most fragile material you can think of?
glass. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you want a powerful weapon made out of a fragile material. That's Shadowfiend for you.
Probably never existed.
Probably never
I'm sure
existed.
Because it
someone.
wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Like,
someone
imagine
in
going to war
chat-
with that.
Yeah, someone in chat, if there was some super hardened glass and whatnot, will
Yeah, but then it's not
correct us.
fragile. That's the point.
Yeah, there is no way.
There would be like,
But that makes me question, where did the saying come from?
That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
wanted something that was a powerful weapon that's also fragile, a paradox, if you will.
but it makes no sense. So.
Can you talk about the game, please, Black?
Yes. Actually, I'll talk when the team fight bottom starts. You can talk until then.
Okay, fine.
Up to that point, up to that bottom team fight, it looked all right for TNC.
It looked better than all right. They won
The
all their
mid
lanes.
lane was crushing it. The bottom lane was in shambles for Fnatic. The
Or the
top
team
lane
fight is already
was-
over. Can I talk?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry.
No, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. That's about as
they-
much optimism as I've got. Positive.
The team fight didn't show. Why?
Yeah, I don't know why, actually.
Yeah,
That was
they
the
actually
most
started-
important.